Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. So, today I wanted to talk about this, and it's something I hear often, you know. But Dan, I'm doing the work, right? And this is coming from people who are frustrated they're not getting the results yet. So, Tuesday night. Hope everybody's well. Relax your body so that your breathing slows down a little bit. So, but Dan, I'm doing the work, but it's not working. All right. There's a number of things potentially going on. So a lot of people take actions, and people come even into my group. And if you've been following me for any length of time, I'm not big on the practices, the journaling, the somatic tracking, the breath work, the meditations. Those I believe are tools that can be beneficial. If you like them, feel free to use them, as long as they are helping you feel safer, right? So I think a lot of people take actions. Dan, I'm talking to myself. I'm telling myself the right things. I'm expecting the best, right? And they're doing meditations. They're doing breath work. They're doing all sorts of things. I'm living my life, Dan. And I could be mistaken here, but coming through in the comments that they'll leave on YouTube or Facebook is kind of a belief that says, Dan, I'm doing everything you say and it's not working. And I'm feeling a little bit of frustration and anger coming through the messages. And my first statement is, it's really tough to coach you through Facebook or YouTube messages. If you want to talk, join the group. It's $100 for a month. I'm literally online, open office hours, close to 50 hours a month. So if you want some more help and we're not getting it done through the daily videos, join the group, if even just for a month. But Dan, I'm doing the work and it's not helping. Without it, without it sounding insulting, are you going through the motions? Are you doing the activity and turning around and going, did it work? Did it work? No, it didn't work. Damn it. Right? Because if you're doing that, you're fixing. That's one of the things that keeps your brain perceiving, I've got a problem. And I know this seems more complex than it really is. But if you're doing the work, if you're taking action, but you're lacking a core belief that either this is what's going on for me, or that I can do this and I can successfully teach my brain to turn off the symptoms. Because I'll be honest with you, when you're in it, it's kind of hard to grasp. I can really turn this off. So doing the work without belief is going to be less productive than if you really are confident in the fact that not only is this what's going on with you, this mind-body stuff, that your brain is creating symptoms based on false alarms, based on perception, false perception of danger. As long as you're real confident about that, but also you have the confidence that says, when I remain calm and convey safety credibly in enough volume to overwhelm the doubt and the worry and the fear, this will work for me. I want you to make that commitment to yourself that this can work. How do we know? Look at all the success stories, not just me, on all the Mind Body TMS channels. People are getting better all over the world. You can too. But if you find yourself going through the motions and you've got a checklist of things you do, you wake up, you start with this practice, that practice, that practice, you listen to this, you do that, you're absorbing the materials all day. But if you're doing the practices with worry and fear, that may be why you haven't gotten the result yet, right? A lot of people worry, what if this doesn't work for me? What if I'm the one that it doesn't work? Well, clarity, folks. You got to get off the fence if you're still thinking there might be a physical aspect to this, a structural medical component to this. That doubt creates a heck of a lot of fear and uncertainty. And when there's fear and uncertainty, the brain goes, we got a problem, because they're still debating whether or not they've got something real going on. Now, all symptoms are real, even those created by brain perceiving danger. The symptoms are real. They're just not created by what we think they might be or worry that they might be. So it's really important. It's really important to make sure that the actions you're taking are done with confidence, conviction, with a deep knowing. It says, you know what, I believe enough in this and I'm going to take the actions. You don't need 100% belief. But I'll tell you what, if you're sitting here worrying, what if this doesn't work for me? We want to flip that around and say, it's worked for others, it'll work for me. Make that decision. And then focus. Really focus on the messages of safety. That is the cure. That is the solution. That is the answer. Because if you are going through the motions fearfully and then getting frustrated when it doesn't work, you're not doing the work. But Dan, I'm doing the work. Not from the lens of safety. You're doing it through the lens of fear. You're fearfully doing the work. And when it doesn't function the way you want it to, when it doesn't help and relieve the symptoms, you jump right back to doubt. Well, it must be something else because I'm doing the work. You know, people will quote me, well, Dan, I've been doing this mind-body stuff for 3 months, 6 months, 10 months, 2 years. This stuff isn't working for me. Okay? And I can tell right from reading their message that they're still in the state of fear and anger and frustration and despair and disappointment. So it's really important. This is a mindset game, folks, a mindset game. You know, if a high school football team went out onto the field thinking, we're never going to win, this team's going to run right over us, you think they're going to win the football game? No. So we have to have some level of belief that I can do this because it's accurate. It's what's going on with me. There's a proven path to do this. It's laid out every single day on this channel. And darn it, I can and I will do this. You see how that sounds a lot more different than what if it doesn't work? No, I can and I will do this, and I'm committed to it because I know this is my ticket out of this mess. It truly is. I've seen it enough times. You know, let's not overcomplicate it, folks. Perceived danger is a problem. Safety is a solution. Don't make it any more complex. You know, and some people are digging deep into their past traumas and saying, well, my past traumas are what's causing all of this. Okay. If you've done trauma work and that was the solution for your TMS, let me know. If you've done trauma work and it has benefited you overall from a mental health perspective, that's wonderful. And I believe that is where trauma work can be useful, right? Because if you're living after being raised in chaos, and you're still in this hyper-vigilant fight or flight, always on edge, who knows? I'm not a trauma-informed specialist, but if you want to go do some of that, feel free. But I don't think you're going to find something from when you were 6 years old that's going to automatically come here when you're 60 and turn off your pain. I just haven't seen it. And even... You know, I think a lot of the journaling functions and performs a benefit because through doing it repetitively, people's brains start to go, they're journaling about all this deep, dark stuff. They're still okay. Safety. All right? So even those communities that do a lot of journaling, they're really driving towards one thing. Teach the brain that emotions are safe. Why? Feel them. Write them out. That may not be the stated goal, but the people who get better with that, that's, in my opinion, effectively what happens. So there's many tools. There's many techniques. There's many practices. If you're doing the work, but you're fearful that you may not have TMS, perceived danger pain, you're worried, you're on the fence, or you're worried that this isn't going to work for you, or you're worried that you're too anxious or too high-strung or too fearful to get this done, action plus worry equals no progress, right? Do your best to use the accurate knowledge to lower the worry so that we can benefit by whatever we're doing. And in my view, and in my group, I don't have a checklist of things you do every day. We just want to convey safety consistently, credibly, to the point where that becomes a louder voice than the fear voice, right? If you're the type to say, what if this doesn't work? What if it does? What if everything turns out great? I believe everybody can get better. I really do. Life can get a heck of a lot better when you dig in and commit to this work and make a commitment to yourself. I can and I will get better. Doesn't that sound a heck of a lot better than, I don't know, I'm worried, I'm too scared? I can and I will get better. Make that your belief system, because you are in the right place. And this stuff works, folks. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Hope everybody's doing well. If you're doing the work with a lot of worry and then you're frustrated, it's not working for you, the worry and the frustration and your response to it not working, getting pissed off that it's not working, starting to doubt, that may be why you're not making the progress you would like. So I hope this was insightful for you. Love you guys and gals. And as usual, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.